Alright, so I'm just going to show you guys my Black Magic pocket cinema camera. It's really big, it's pretty heavy. I haven't had a chance to really use it in the field right now, so not sure how it's going to work. I knew it was going to be like a little issue with the weight, so I decided to add on the shoulder rig, which is located on the bottom. I decided to add on the shoulder rig just because I knew it was going to be too heavy to hold it, stationary like this. And then, for the simple fact that I don't have my handle, the traditional way that you normally see it on YouTube or any other cinema pocket built camera or 4K camera. I have it. This is kind of a, I would call it unique. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe I should just put it here. That way, it'd be easier to hold it. Because this way, sometimes it tends to slip. But I actually like it. I prefer it this way because it allows me to, when I do the shoulder rig, when I actually put it on my shoulder, it allows me to tilt the external monitor, further back away from the sun. That way I can get the best image possible. And, you don't have that sun glare. Even though you have, casing around it, you don't have that glare from the sun. So yeah, this is basically, I'm just showing you guys, this is basically my Pocket Cinema 4K rig. I have the light all the way at the bottom of the rig. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues with shadows, because it seemed like it just might cause an issue. I feel like that's a little different too. I feel like this rig build, honestly, I'm happy with it, but I feel like it might give me some issues. But the good thing I like about this is I have a quick release plate at the bottom. So if I did want to go handheld, all I have to do is slide off the plate. Slide the quick release plate off, and then it's handheld, and vice versa, slide it back on, and I could just put it on my shoulder. Now I got the shoulder rig. This goes down. I look right here. Boom, boom. Do what you want to do. Catch the angles you want to catch. Altogether, this, but the camera and everything, it definitely, what I say, 3,000? Around $3,000 for, all the accessories. Because for the most part, you have to buy a lot of this stuff separate. I have a Samsung T5. Do not buy the T7 if you have a 4K Black Magic Pocket. Something with the firmware, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work if you try to connect it with a T7 1 terabyte. It's not gonna work. Just stick with the T5. You can get a T5 in 1 terabyte. You can get a T5 in 500 gigs. So stick with the T5. One issue I do have, like, I'm just naming out a few things that may be issues, like this handheld rig, the way I got it set up. I don't know, that might be an issue because it's sliding. This light on the bottom, that's gonna possibly cause shadows. Maybe it might give it a cinematic look. Never know. I have to try it out and see. What else? Oh yeah, I was about to say something. Oh, the battery. Now, I think I just have a defective model, to be honest with you. And I probably should have returned it, but I have this camera, believe it or not. Let me tell you something before I get to the battery. When it comes to gear and buying gear and saying like, yo, I need to buy something new, that way I'm able to perform at the top, like everybody else. I want to buy this new camera because I need it. It will give me better quality. Sometimes it's not about the gear, to be honest with you, because I had this camera for a while now. I don't even want to say how long. I had this camera for a while now, and I haven't used it yet. And in between me getting this camera and not using it, I bought another camera that I used before this one, and that's a Sony A7 III. So I got a Sony a7 III, and I brought this camera and I still didn't use it, and I had a Sony a6000. So it's just like, yo, you find yourself buying so much gear, and you know you want to make money with this, with this equipment, and the money's not coming in fast enough, and you're spending a lot more than what you're getting in. And I just want to tell you guys, just be careful with the gear situation, because once you buy one thing, you need another, you need another, you need another. I bought the Sony a7 III now. The Sony a7 III, I think I paid $1,800 or $1,700 just for the body, and somebody was like, "Oh, you need to get this what was it, 16x35? It's 16x35 lens. You need this right now. You need to put it on. It's gonna be the best lens you're gonna get." And it's like, bro, that lens costs more than the camera. Like, how I'm gonna do that? The lens costs more than the camera. So just be careful with the gear. I already put myself in debt from getting all this stuff, and I'm not even, I'm not even doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I just want to let y'all know, when it comes to gear, just cool down, make your money back first, and then, move up if you can afford it. I think most of the time we really can't afford it, we just buy it anyway. But anyway, back to the battery. So when I clamp it on, right, and I power it on, good. But for some reason, if I move too much and I shake it, it goes out of place, and then the light goes off, and then everything gets cut. Well, not everything. The camera stay on if the battery's charged. I have an external battery for my monitor that I put here. But everything, like my focus, the mic, well, actually not the mic, but the focus is the main thing. And if my camera's about to die, then the camera goes off. So it's just a headache if I'm shooting. Well, I did shoot with it before, and that's how I found out it happened. But I haven't used it as much as I should. It's just a hassle. So just make sure if you buy yours. I bought this off of Amazon. Just make sure that everything's functional and everything works. Because when you like me and you buy the stuff and you don't use it, and you have it for like a month, 2 months, and it's like out of the return policy, what can you do? So I found a way to fix it. It's a little tacky. I haven't been using it, so I shouldn't have to do this. But what I do is I have a bunch of black rubber bands. I just tie them around here. I just put them around here, and then it pretty much, it's pretty much stable. But yeah, overall though, I'm gonna be honest with you. I do like the setup. I like the quality you get from the cinema camera. I need to try to create like a short film or something with it. Just to really see what I can do with it. And then I want to compare it to the Sony a7 III that I have. But yeah, this is pretty good. I feel like my matte box is a little bit too big. Like, I had issues basically putting the matte box. You guys do not want to see how I put this on, how I put this together. If you can really see in between, oh man, I really hope I don't have to take this apart and put it back together, because it's a hassle for me. Like, I didn't buy the right I just skipped a whole bunch of I just skipped so many steps that I didn't buy the proper tools I needed to connect it. It's don't get me wrong, it's not gonna fall apart or anything like that, hopefully. But I just there's better equipment that I could have purchased to hold this together a lot more safer. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going back to overall. I'm satisfied with the way it looks. I like the look of it. It looks a little different. Well, not that different than others, but I just, I feel like I put my own little sauce on it. I think that's why building a rig is so fun, because you could put your own little you can do your own little thing to it. It's like it's an individual, it's just your style basically. You just put your style on it, and yeah, I enjoy making this. So this is just me showing you guys my rig. I probably should put some footage of it, but I want to do a real world test of how stable the handheld rail is compared to the shoulder rig, compared to the actual camera. But I'm probably not going to do the actual camera, because then I'm going to have to take everything apart, which I don't want to do. So just the handle with the actual weight of the shoulder rig, then I'm going to take it off just to see if that plays a part. And then I'm going to do it with just a shoulder rig, and I'm going to just see the difference in the stabilization, whether I'm walking or running, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I feel like it's pretty dope. Um, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna try to drop content at least once a week, maybe more. And thanks. Let's see which camera turned off. Let's see. I know one of these cameras turned off. Wow, this one's still on.